Although it might be used in place of bank funds, the Central Bank of Malaysia claims that XRP is not as good as Bitcoin and Ethereum when it comes to payment systems. Let's discuss the true implications of this. Let's review the information and discover much more. Regarding news and XRP in this film, that's all I have to say. Smoke Dog should come first. The Malaysian Central Bank stated in a July 2025 study that XRP might be utilized in place of bank deposits due to the unsuitability of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Going forward, private. Tokens like XRP may be a viable alternative to using a bank to make purchases for a lot of individuals. They can take the place of money or bank accounts. According to a different study, Bitcoin and Ethereum are now unsuitable for use as payment systems due to their inability to expand. Let me verify the veracity of this tale and assertion in order to resolve this. And that knowledge is right here. Regarding its main ideas and tone, the Bank of Nagara makes the same statements as your post. A July 2025 work in progress concerning Malaysia. This is a brief synopsis of the lengthy study. In its official business document, the XRP and similar private tokens can be used in place of conventional currency and payment systems, according to the Bank of Malaysia. Private tokens such as Bitcoin or XRP may become popular in the future as an alternative to banking. They can take the place of money or bank accounts. It goes beyond the fact that many individuals utilize cryptocurrency. According to the US Central Bank, XRP might be used in place of cash and standard payments. It demonstrates that many organizations support XRP as a payment method, particularly in areas where banking is becoming more transparent and digital. According to these research and the report itself, the inability of Bitcoin and Ethereum to be employed on a large scale makes them unsuitable as payment mechanisms for the majority of daily ream and DT-BOS-based applications. This is because they are difficult to enlarge and alter frequently. This is supported by European payment studies and discussions about expanding blockchains. On Bitcoin, 7 trades can only occur every second. These rates are extremely low because those who use centralized payment systems, such as Visa, must pay thousands of TPS. Visa can process up to 50,000 TPS simultaneously. Second, it occurs 3,000 to 5,000 times every day. MasterCard can work with anything from 3,000 to 5,000 people. American Express costs roughly $14,000, if I recall properly. Bitcoin is the fastest payment method, processing 7 transactions per second, although all of these methods can process tens of thousands of transactions per second. The next big thing in money, according to Bitcoin proponents, will be this technology, but no one will respect it enough to use it. You're exactly right. Blockchain technology is the next big thing. How to handle money right now. But it's not Bitcoin, is it? Banks can use this tool to tokenize financial goods and do other things like stablecoins without having to know their clients, fight money laundering, or adhere to any regulations, right? The ledger of XRP. Learn more about the relationship between the central bank and Ripple. More and more individuals are beginning to view XRP and Ripple as assets that can be used to store value in both digital assets and traditional currencies, as well as to transfer money between nations. Numerous. Central banks such as the European Central Bank and Japan's Stella Project have examined it as a means of maintaining current payment lines. To make the XRP system more modern and safe, Ripple has made modifications. These consist of loans, Ethereum-compatible smart contracts, and asset tokenization, which facilitates adoption by banks. In 2025, Ripple produced RLUSD. With a current value of almost $600 million, it is a secure coin. Its objective was to increase the value of the record and encourage its adoption by more entities. Ripple has also put a lot of effort into getting to certain official objectives such as obtaining a license to operate as a bank in the US and opening a Federal Reserve Master account. These actions demonstrate the company's sincere desire to link the financial sectors. Although the Trump administration has stated that it will welcome innovative ideas in the US, many banks are concerned that Ripple's application for a bank license could harm them. They're insane for trying to stop this. We'll all be relieved when this is over, I'm sure. Critics of X claim that there are a lot of clowns blogging here and that nobody is interested in the XRP list. Furthermore, according to Phil Kwok, the XRP record has expanded rapidly, with real-world assets increasing at a faster rate than on any other blockchain. This is due to a 32% increase in RLUSD for Ripple. In the actual world, we have 243 million XYZ. You can monitor this information on your own if necessary. They retain information in an easy-to-use and straightforward manner. In addition to being free, you can sign up to receive additional benefits. If you're intrigued, it's this. Contrary to what X, or PFI, claims, CryptoRay claims that tokenized real-world assets will be the most effective way for the XRP system to function. In case you were unaware, she started working at Ripple in 2013 and departed as the company's general manager in 2020. She has joined the board and is dedicated to XRP FI and real-world assets. This post was discussed by CryptoEye. Ripple put a lot of effort toward connecting trade and defiance in the past, and now their efforts are finally bearing off. In the actual world, we have this. The XRP books have seen a lot of activity this year. We are receiving treasures from real estate transactions and tokenized fixed income items. Partners like Mercado Bitcoin, the Dubai Land Department, and Ando Finance have made this possible. For XRP, payment rails and tokenization are already integrated. Additionally, there are technologies like native DEX and Trust. Both TVL and XRP have increased in value by almost 70% in a single month. The population increased from 95 million to 176 million, 10 times since January. Next year, we don't know where we'll be. We're on CNBC right now. It's amusing that I am aware that this is a bit hazy and blurry. XRP is starting to get noticed and discussed on mainstream news websites. This is not your screen, guys. It's unclear. I'm sorry, but it will only take an additional 20 seconds. In order to facilitate international money transfers, Ripple is determined to build a fast network. To put it another way, you wish to make the global banking system better. It's a huge market. Everyone is ecstatic about it because of this. Let's discover how to. This is available at Poloniex. So here I am. The Poloniex page is where I am currently. All of the current deals are visible here. Remember that you can exchange coins every day of the week at any time of day. This market is constantly bustling with people. All right, Ripple has arrived. These large movements are seen. Let's proceed to the order page now. All right, in any case, it is currently available for purchase on TV. It's insane. I did had a few inquiries regarding this article. To gain a better understanding, let's examine this together. According to reports, Western Union just paid $500 million in cash to acquire Intermex Wire. Intermex Wire has been using XXR, PUDA, and Ripple since 2020. This is a significant step in monitoring the flow of money in the United States. The world will no longer be dominated by XRP. In this sense, I jumbled it up because I simply wanted to be sure that this information was accurate. This is a genuine offer. Western Union announced its intention to acquire International Money and Express on August 10th. You will receive $16 each share, or roughly $500 million. This acquisition represents a significant increase in the value of Intermex's shares if regulators approve it. It was unanimously approved by both boards of directors. Western Union wants to increase revenue and cut costs, but they also want to expand their customer base and accelerate their online company growth. They decided to purchase Internetex for this reason. However, what you said about the internet becoming a Ripple ODL on demand is accurate because Ripple and ODL are linked.